iconic event, and my name is Toyin Phyllis Wiggins. I'm a very proud Nigerian that lives in the vibrant city of Jos, Plateau State. I came to the city of Jos in 1987 to study in the Nigerian Television Authority School in Rayfield. I drank the water of Plateau State, and it got me rooted here. And I've not left here since then. So many of us have been deceived to believe that success wears Prada. Success drives Bentley. Success has a Mercedes GLK. And success posts exotic pictures of traveling the world. We have exchanged the currency of success for the people that have a lot of it, and for those people that can't have it. What if I told you that while you have been chasing somebody else's success story, you have been blind to your own victories? What if I told you that that very problem that is making you to feel you are not qualified for success is the very thing that you need to succeed? In the year 1966, two couples got married 18 years earlier, and they were waiting for the child that never came. Fortunately for them, that year was a turbulent year for Nigeria. We had the coup, and we had a lot of our politicians killed. In the midst of this chaotic experience for these young couples, a child was born. And in the Yoruba setting, a first child is celebrated. And that child was celebrated for a whole week. You can imagine there was a coup, there was killing, they were driving people that are not in the north back to their states. And this young couple that have waited for so long had their joy. I was that child. That is success. Today we are redefining success. What does it mean to redefine success? What are those little things that we do that make sure that we are successful, or that you can count as success? Success is about you being inspired to continue no matter what you see. Success is the integrity to remain focused and to do that which you should do, even when no one is applauding you. Success to me is being courageous enough to plant that tree that you might never sit under the shade. A lot of times we think that to have an account filled with money, to travel the world, defines what success means. But I'm here to bust your bubble. That little impact you are making where you are defines success. I always tell people that God never wasted his time to create a nobody. He created you with passion, with innovation, with creativity. He gave you what you need to take the space of influence for him and for yourself. Our first speaker said, regardless, stop asking for permission. I was given birth to when to be a model or to be an artist was a never-do-well job. I grew up when I have a big lips, and I was ashamed of having a big lips until I was liberated when I was reading one of the Mills and Bones. And I saw that what I thought was a disability, what some people were celebrating outside the shores of Nigeria. They were pumping their lips with hormones. That liberated me. And that was success for me. And so today, when you see me 2 kilometers away, you will see something red coming towards you. That is my signature. I say, I wear the blood of Jesus on my lips. So long before you even begin to throw insult at me or want to body shame me or want to tell me that I am not good enough for success, I am announcing myself to you that I am a moving train. If you try to stop me, I will crush you. We've been sitting here for a while, and I'm sure I've navigated to and fro. You saw the way I carry myself. It is a statement. It is not pride. Showing up is part of success. Showing up is not showing off. Showing up and owning the showing up. A lot of us showed up today. But what are we taking home from showing up? That is what matters. Is your life going to change today to redefine what success is to you? Because I stood here and I've just told you that God did not waste his time to create a nobody. He created you with passion and he gave you an assignment. Are you running with that assignment? Are you using your voice where you are to educate, to enlighten, to empower somebody? A young girl was posted to a faraway village as a youth corps member. She got to that village and most of the young people in that village, they are not in school. They are hawking one thing or the other. And she thought to herself, she's actually not from an affluent family. She's also from a disadvantaged family. But because she's got education that is a powerful tool to use to liberate us from here, she decided that she was going to change the trajectory of that community positively. What did she do? With the meager NYC stipend that she gets every month, she started building bridges and empowering the community of young people to have a voice. She started paying school fees to public students to go back to school. As she changed that community, yes. Was she empowered enough to financially? No. So don't wait until you have it all before you start. So a lot of you want to know how I became. A lot of people have stood here to tell you failure is important to your growth system. I've failed several times, and I'm still failing. Until we get to God, we are work in progress. Nobody is perfect. We have to keep on tweaking it. We have to keep on moving until we get to the place of our destiny. And so I missed it while growing up. I was looking at my time. I was almost 30 years old. And I was going out with a guy for about 7 years that was not ready. So I took the law into my hands. I suffered it for a long time. Don't take the law into your hand. It is not fun. It wasn't funny. It wasn't easy. But one thing I told myself, I was going to be an intentional mother, no matter what I see, no matter the stage I am in life. You see, I asked for 2 boys and God gave them to me, and I adopted one. My last baby is currently doing his master's in University of Jos as a cinematographer. That, to me, is a success. I hit depression and I was asking God, how do I come out of this? And he said to me, I will use what you love to heal you. I will use what you love to set you right again. What do I love to do? A lot of you that are here know what I love to do. I love to take pictures. And pictures speaks louder than words can. So one good day, I took my box and I went to the studio and I took 550 pictures. And I cut them into 5 segments. And I laced them with the music of the master. I am a sucker for jazz music. I laced them with music of the master, El Clue, Grover Washington, Yearney, and so for 3 good months, I watched myself and I spoke live to myself. You know, when you're watching the video, you see the big lips and you want to say, wow, it's not a mistake. It is part of who I am. And I kept speaking life unto myself until everything that has gone cuckoo in my brains started living one after the other, and then my head sat squarely on my shoulders. And so that is what drives me every day. I've lost so much time in achieving what God wanted me to achieve that I didn't, because I was raising 2 great nations. But I also have my life to live, and I have my mark to keep. Not even for my country, but for myself, for my family, for my state, for my nation, for my continent, and for the world. And so because I went through all these things, I didn't want people coming behind me to go through the black hole I fell into several times. And so I'm standing here this afternoon to tell you, young girl, young boy, do not take the laws into your hands. Because you might not become Toyin Phyllis Wiggins. You might not come out of it. And you might come out better. And so I started the Changemakers Initiative so that we can bring mentors from communities that have achieved great impact in their life to be a poured out wine into the young people, speaking lives to you guys. And this has taken me to about 8 states and outside the shores of this country. All because I leaned into the vision and I wanted to redefine what success was all about. Because I wanted to be a model and I wanted to be an actor. But I couldn't. But today, God has helped me to raise nation. So Rukuba, this afternoon, I'm going to say something to you. That while you go back home today, do an audit of your success. Not the audit of your bank account, but the audit of the impact that you are making or you will make after this event. Don't let this event be, I have heard, and it's just sitting in the books. Let it be that today, as you walk out of this auditorium, you are going to take actionable steps to put everything that the speakers have spoken to you about into a sustainable development action for you. Let us celebrate that young woman or that single mother that is making sure that her son or her daughter goes to school every day in spite of, regardless of. Let us celebrate that young boy or that young girl that after school goes to a community to teach an indigent student. Let us celebrate the wisdom of our elders that have taught it wise to document our story and to tell it back to us so that generations that are coming will have a story and it will not be a one-sided story. I want you to know that as long as you are showing up, you are achieving. I want you to know as long as you are working on your personal development, you are winning. I want you to know that as long as you are using your voice, your platform, your resources to make sure that there's a positive thing happening in your community like the TEDxAngwan Rukuba, you are winning. As long as you are fulfilling your vision on planet Earth, it doesn't have to be big money. You are winning. So today, do not count the money you have in your account, but begin from today to begin to count the impact that you are making where God has placed you. One community at a time, one foot in front of the other, one step in front of the other, and you will see that your life will be a life of impact because generations to come will celebrate you for redefining success in your sphere of influence. So when the devil comes to tell you or whisper to you that you are not successful, you don't have Bentley, you don't live in Rayfield, you don't even own anything, turn back and tell the devil, yes, I am making impact, one person at a time. Thank you so much, and Rukuba TEDx.